May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please?
Broadcast.
Will the real Weird Sisters please stand up? We're gonna have a problem here. We're the Weird Sisters, we're the real Weird Sisters. All you other Weird Sisters are fine, but not the victors. Will the real Weird Sisters please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up.
Hello and welcome to the Real Weird Broadcast Crossover 2023 edition. Woohoo!
Woo!
My name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
My name is Shandy.
I'm Alice.
And I'm Martha.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Nailed it.
Woo!
Nailed it, except for
first
we did not
try.
have any kind of subject-verb agreement with that, because we had the my name is, and then Alice and I switched to I'm Alice and I'm Martha.
Well,
No,
usually
that's totally natural. People get
Okay.
it.
Everyone's
Okay.
bringing
Still
their
subject
flair
verb
to it.
agreement.
Okay, I
Right.
couldn't remember the phrase and what that is called, but thank you
No, but
for
all
right,
correcting me.
teachers,
that works for us.
educators.
Yep.
'Cause that's actually usually how we do it. Is my name is Colleen, my name is Amanda, and I'm Shandy.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
it's,
Yeah.
that's the.
There we go.
Yeah,
It was great.
We're
Yes,
following. Yeah.
Don't overthink it, guys. We did a very good job.
Okay.
It was
Nailed
beautiful.
it.
Yeah.
For the first
Nailed it.
time in
High
however
five.
many
Take the win.
years.
Take the
For the
win.
first time in broadcast history.
Yes. Well, in crossover history.
Only
crossover,
seven,
yeah.
only 7 years in the make, or how many years has this been?
I think 5, right? The first year we did it was when Alex was born.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can always measure it that way.
And now
Wow.
Alex is got his cap and gown for pre-K graduation today.
Oh my God! They do a cap. and
Wow,
gown. They
he's
do
getting old so fast.
Does he get a
He is.
diploma?
I don't remember.
Don't bring it
But,
up with Martha. She's gonna be sad that she never got to meet your kids when they were toddlers.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
No.
say don't bring it up with Martha because she will get started on how all we have to at an elementary middle school we have to do a pre-K graduation, a kindergarten graduation, a 5th grade graduation, and an 8th grade graduation. But don't call it a graduation. There are closing ceremonies. because
Closing ceremonies.
You don't get a diploma until senior year of high
Yeah,
school.
don't make them
until
think
the
they're done
12th
yet.
Grade, right?
Well, which
Um,
It's
I
a
do-
certificate. It's a
No,
certificate.
I
They're
know, the
certifying.
It's harder,
the parents,
kids.
The parents don't try to tell them it's not a graduation, but I think it's more a thing like in a district like mine where they're like, remember, we're aiming to actually finish high school. Like we're not
Right.
just ending at 8th grade.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
My nephew he's 3. He's going to be 4, so he's in preschool, and they're not having a preschool graduation because he's just going to the pre-K program. They're calling it a moving up ceremony.
Right.
Right.
You don't
Yeah.
want those preschoolers to think they're done yet.
Yeah, right. It's like, oh,
Good
kids, you've got,
idea.
you've got another 14 years of school.
I mean, I do have to say though, just to be like the old lady on my lawn for just a second, back in my day, like we did not have any sort of anything until 8th grade. We did have a promotion, but it was
Yeah.
called a promotion, not a
did it
graduation.
come with
And then
a
Yeah,
we
didn't
where's
have
my
any-
participation
Yeah,
trophy?
no
Am I
participation
right?
trophies for you either, huh,
Hey,
Shandy?
boomer. Shandy.
Okay,
Did it come with an extra week's vacation?
I feel
I
like
definitely
I feel
had
like
a
the
preschool
most for the most
graduation.
part, I'm just confused as to when this happened. That's like story of my life. Everyone in the country is doing something, and I'm just kind of like learning about
Well,
it 10 years
yeah,
later.
like
Back
when
in
Elf
my
on the
day, I
Shelf-
had to go to the store for milk. It didn't come in a drone.
Oh no, back in my day, we got the milk.
My refrigerator
delivered by
didn't
the
tell me when I was
milkman.
out of milk. I just had to know.
You got your milk
We
from
had
the
a-
milkman? You're that old?
Well, I am that old.
Man, the
Like,
paper boy at evening TV.
Okay,
That's
but the
Shandy.
milkman-
my brother
like-
was a paper boy. That
I
was
thought
his
the
first
milkman
job.
was done in like the 70s.
No, I mean there's still people
When I
who
was
get
not
their
in,
milk
not
delivered
in
now.
Missoula, apparently.
It was actually in Billings. It was the
Yeah,
Billings days.
that tracks.
I feel like that kind of tracks with your like. I feel like certain people like keep up with like the tradition of like. I feel like there's still people who get their milk delivered, and it's like not to say
now I'm
hip,
like, that
not
is
to
a
say
fucking
hippie
bomb-ass
families, but like
system.
that kind of like people. People who are like
Yeah.
trying to keep up with local businesses and stuff, which is good.
Yeah, I
I
know
mean,
people that
it's-
do like the produce boxes and stuff. and they
Right,
come
right.
with all that.
Yeah.
But you don't have to. You get milk regularly, and you don't even have to think about it. great.
It's
Do
pretty
you
sweet.
drink enough milk to get milk?
I would
pregnant?
Well, not
Definitely
really now. But
Like, can I get my coffee creamer?
I would
delivered?
definitely not be going through enough milk to justify that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't you just set like the Amazon Marketplace delivery thing?
yeah, but then
could.
that's Amazon.
Right.
Yeah. I just
True,
like,
but
I
it
don't
still
know. I'm
comes to
not
your
there
door.
yet. I'm not there like a subscribe and save for food from Amazon. I just like I don't
No,
think I'm ever
no.
gonna reach that point.
That,
I'm
you
just-
know what? That's
mm.
okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
It actually might be good.
Yeah, heebie-jeebies, man. I want to pick out the carton that I want. I want to pick
Yeah.
out the tomato
Yes.
I want. Like
Also, Amazon doesn't need any more money.
that is accurate.
Poor
Or
Jeff.
they could just pay the people that are working for them their enough money.
Well, or
That
at
too.
least just give them bathroom breaks. Let's
Right,
start
right.
with that.
It truly is abhorrent.
The bar
We're
is so
starting
low.
out strong, guys. But Shandy, just to go back, I definitely had a pre-K, preschool, something graduation before I went to
Seriously?
kindergarten. Yeah, I remember because that's what I sang the rainbow song for.
Huh.
What's
Oh.
the rainbow
red
song?
and
I,
yellow, green and blue
Oh.
and green, purple and orange and blue.
I don't even think we had pre-K. Like it was just like you went to nursery
Yeah, we went to-
school. and
I
then
went
you
to
just
nursery school.
and
Yeah,
then you just
that's
went to
what it was.
kindergarten.
I think I had like daycare, and then I went to kindergarten. I went to kindergarten and first grade at a parochial school, though, so that might have thrown stuff off too.
There's no public pre-K in Montana still.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's
it
why I
depends
didn't go. Okay, got
on-
it.
Yeah. Well, actually, kindergarten in Montana was just like halftime for even
I
like
had
when
half
Martha
days.
was when
Yeah.
Martha was in kindergarten. It was still half days.
Monday, Wednesday, and every other Friday.
Wow.
Wow.
I think I had like mornings or afternoons. I can't remember exactly, but it was
Yeah.
definitely not all day long.
Yeah, us too.
I
It
went
was
to
like
all
there was
day
the morning
long
class and the
kindergarten,
afternoon
so
class.
Back
that's
in-
probably
Went
why
to your
I'm so
Montessori
advanced.
school?
Montessori,
Yeah.
Chicago. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's probably why I'm so advanced.
Why she's so
Obviously.
cosmopolitan. Yeah.
Obviously.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember my 8th grade graduation because it was the first time that Alice gave me a makeover.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
Gosh.
Tell us about it.
First and only time. Yeah,
And
no,
then she
Alice,
looked just like me.
Yeah.
And all her
Did she
friends
take
were
off
like,
your glasses?
no, well, I had just gotten contacts. I had contacts all of 8th grade actually, but I had contacts and she curled my hair. She did some makeup. I was wearing a dress that she had worn.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, the pictures of us, it's like the first time that like I actually felt like I looked like Alice because I thought she was like the most glamorous person in the world.
right.
Aw.
Yeah.
Need a higher bar.
But
Then
yeah, Alice was home from college because it was like June.
It's like around when we met, Shandy.
Yeah, it would have been because it was 2009.
Yeah.
2009. What?
You were in 8th grade in 2009?
I was.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness
see?
gracious.
See what I mean? When the year that I first met you, Martha, was that 2000? Well, it
10,
was
I think I was a freshman in high school, or was I?
because it was the year. It was the year that I did Pulse Survivor, so it was the year before you did.
Right. So
So
I
what year
I
was
did
that?
I did it the year
2010.
the year after my sophomore year. So
20
it would have been the summer after my freshman year, 2011 or 2010.
Huh.
Yeah, because Crazy Mountains was in 2013.
Everybody who's listening is like, what are you talking about?
Also, yeah, this is bringing us into one of our questions. We don't want to get ahead to put the cart ahead
It's
of
true.
the
It's
horse.
true. It's true.
Yeah, we'll save this for later.
Yes. So as we are recording this, we're recording this on Cinco de Cuatro, aka May the 4th, aka
Quattro de Cinco.
Quattro de Cinco. Thank
Yeah, I was
you.
gonna say,
Darn it, I
what?
messed it up.
Yeah. Did you
No,
say
you
Cinco de
didn't. You
Cuatro?
said it exactly
Quattro.
as it
Yeah.
should be.
I had a friend, not a friend, but I knew somebody in high school whose name was Seamus, and his birthday was May 5th, and he would always call it Cinco de Seamus. And I was like, I feel like it should be like Seamus. I don't know, Seamus de Mayo, but like whatever. It was
Oh,
his thing.
Seamus de Miles, great too.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
I would get
Well,
a shirt.
how
or
come we didn't
something.
get a May the 4th be with you?
Well, I think she did say that.
Oh, did you? We
I was going, yes, May the 4th be with you, aka the day after Alice's birthday. I hope you
And
had a
also
wonderful
with you.
birthday.
I was
Really
actually thinking
eventful
about
week.
how I was grateful that I wasn't born on May the 4th because I feel like that would get old really fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Even, maybe if you were like a diehard Star Wars fan, that'd be fun. But if you weren't, I feel like that'd get annoying. But yeah, one of my
Yeah.
friends, like a couple weeks ago, he was like, when's your birthday again? Because he knew it was coming up. He couldn't remember the day. And I was like, May 3rd. He was like, May the 3rd be with you. I was like,
That's
yeah.
the thing. It's kind of fun to say May the any day with like May the
Yeah.
25th be with you.
Yeah.
May the 14th be with you. Like
I never get tired of I know he's gross now, but I never get tired of it's gonna be May.
Yeah.
That goes out every April.
The other-
30th.
Last weekend it was on April 30th. We were over at Paul's parents' house, and Paul's dad was like, he randomly just said like, well, yeah, and it's gonna be May. And that was all I could picture in my head. And he has no idea.
of course he was definitely not referencing that.
Unfortunately, nobody else was around to hear that.
Today is a big day in birthdays, though. I have 11 people that have their birthdays known on my
Holy
Facebook
cow.
page.
Oh my God.
11 birthdays today.
Imagine being friends with 11 people.
No, seriously, I like can't wrap my brain around this. Like, what is the like? How many Facebook friends do you have to have 11
lot.
of them that share a
The
birthday?
other, I have 3 big days that I've noticed for birthdays on Facebook that I feel like I'm just copying and pasting happy birthday because there's so many. It's May 4th, June 18th, and October 20th, because that's my father-in-law's birthday too, and our best man's birthday.
Yeah.
And
I
feel like I know a
days
whole
like
bunch
that
of people
too.
with those.
where
I
I'm
actually
like,
have 5 Facebook friends with May 4th birthday, and then 2 of my students were today.
See, it's
so.
see,
Oh, wow.
you know 7.
yeah, my
Okay, now I
former
have
roommate.
to check.
And then Mike and Angela Bloom's son.
Yes.
Yeah.
12.
Yes.
I know 12.
Mike Blue.
Exactly.
where do I go to see birthdays on Facebook?
I went to
Yeah.
I was on desktop because I didn't know
Alright.
I'd see it on my
Yeah, I
phone.
don't
Now I gotta
find
know
it in
too.
the app. But
Yeah.
a lot of people getting busy in August, I guess.
That's what that means.
No.
End of summer, I don't know.
I only have 3 friends with May 4th birthday.
Me too.
But have you guys heard of the birthday conundrum?
No.
Alice
No.
loves to share this.
This is
a
a
great
like
story.
this statistic blew my mind when I heard it, or whatever this. I don't know if statistic's the right word, but probably.
Conundrum.
If you get in a room, like if you are in a place with 26 people, you have a 1 in 2 chance that 2 of those people have the same birthday.
I have heard that.
Wait. Can you repeat
I
Right.
that?
have heard that.
If you take a group of 26 people,
Okay.
you have a 1 in 2 chance that 2 people there have the same birthday.
It's a 1 in 6 chance.
No,
right?
1 in 2 chance.
1 in 2 chance? Okay.
Yeah.
I have heard this before. I forget who told it to me.
I know, and it just was the weirdest thing.
There's
How
a
does
way
that
to
make-
there's a way to prove that it's true too. I mean, Alice and I could
Like
not
there's
do it for you, but-
365 days in a year.
right.
I know.
but somehow there's a way to prove it.
But I
Yeah.
think about this all the
It's
time.
like you match everybody against everybody, and that's why
Yeah.
it's not like you're just matching one person against all 25.
Right. No,
Right.
that's true.
Right.
I do so. Oh,
I think about this all the time. Like,
Yeah.
because I know so many people that have like the same birthdays. Or like, because I'm a big numbers person. Like, my dad and I were both born at 2:22 in the morning, and Alex was born at 10:22, which in military time is 22:22. Or my mom and my uncle were born at the same time of day, and they're siblings, which is crazy to me. Or Daniel and
I think
Amanda.
Born on the same day and be siblings.
Yes, I
Amanda's
would say
young.
Daniel and Amanda have that, and Daniel
Daniel's
and
brother.
his
Daniel
brother,
and his
that
older
are not
brother, same
twins.
birthday, same day by 5 years
I
apart.
think about that all the time, like just
Our dad and
random
our
things.
dad and our uncle, who is so they're not siblings, they're both married. They're married to our mom and our aunt, who are sisters.
Yes,
They have the exact same birthday, same year, and everything.
Oh, wow.
crazy.
And
Yeah,
they
it's
both play the
crazy.
violin.
Ooh.
So I just looked on my Facebook and I only know 3 people with the birthday today, but one of those 3 people is named Shandy. She's
Oh,
the
wow.
only-
Oh,
I thought
my.
you
It's
didn't
so
know
different.
anybody named Shandy.
When you get
Seriously,
into-
the
No, I've
Shandys
never-
are just,
no,
like,
no, no,
coming
I've
out of the
never
woodwork
seen-
lately.
when you
I've
get a
never
group,
seen anyone represented in like film or TV with my
Right.
name.
Okay,
I
got
do
it.
know.
Except now,
when you get
Well,
a group
except
of
now,
26 individuals together, you have a 1 in 2 chance you'll have somebody named Shandy there.
But this, okay, it gets weirder. Not spelled the same, but she's friends with my cousin.
Okay.
Who's
Mhm.
from Billings, and so I think we were like kids at the same time in Billings,
Do you
which is
know
like
this person?
and so because through my cousin I have
Oh,
actually
okay.
met her, and she moved to Missoula like in college or grad school or whatever, and my cousin had a band, and they went on like some sort of like Northwestern tour, and the band, like when they were playing in Missoula, half of the band stayed with me and half of the band stayed with their friend, and it was like the Shandy tour. 'cause they
Oh.
were the
Wow.
Shandies,
Oh my
which was
goodness.
wild.
Shandy
That
connection.
is wild.
Yeah.
A Shandy
Yes.
connection.
Very
They,
strange.
they should have named their first album Shandy.
Yeah.
They really should have. Yes.
Have we talked about how there is a character named Shandy in the show Dead to Me?
No, we talked about Ted
Seriously?
Lasso.
Yeah.
So this is now 2?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
You
very,
gotta watch it. You
A
have to
Shandy
she's
see
a,
her.
song.
she's a child.
Shandy
She's
sounds-
hilarious.
She's really funny.
Well,
She's very
I
weird.
No, is she? Because I haven't seen the latest season, but now that you're saying this
No,
is
she's
actually
in the earlier seasons.
Yeah.
She's in,
okay. So I
she's-
take back my Instagram post. I guess it has happened.
Oh,
to me
so you've
before.
seen
I
Dead
just
to Me.
forgot. Yes, I have. Not the latest season,
But
yeah.
but you've seen Shandy in Dead to Me.
Yeah, and apparently I forgot. So apparently it's not that big of
you
a
didn't
deal.
like that representation of having that weird
It's
child.
a child. Yeah.
Not all
Hey.
Shandies.
Speaking of birthdays and representation, have you guys ever played the Florida Man game, which is like you put Florida Man and your birthday, just like the month
No.
and date,
Oh,
and you look at the headline that comes up? It's always entertaining.
Oh my, it's kind of
are
like
you supposed to put the
like
year?
the fortune cookie in
No,
bed.
you don't have to do the. I don't think you have to do the year. Yeah, so like if I put Florida Man February 8th.
Naked Florida man performs strange dance at McDonald's before trying to have relations with a railing.
There you go. See,
Mine is, you gotta smoke a bowl with me, please. Florida man invites police to smoke pot while showing off his marijuana plant.
Excellent.
This is a good game.
It's a fun game. You know what's wild is that there's like a gazillion results because Florida men do so many crazy things.
Right.
Mine is Florida man
man,
calls 911, admits to shooting naked man at apartment complex. Less fun. I mean, that was just the first one, though. There's other ones.
Another drugged out Florida man gets naked and bites off a chunk of human flesh.
Oh god.
Oh, I remember the ear thing. Let's not. Yeah, don't
Ew.
take bath salts. That's the moral
So-
of that story.
It wasn't
Do you
planned.
know that the bath salt thing was mainly like a craze that they just used to scare people?
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Well, it worked.
Right.
I
Yeah.
think
Kind of
Eliza.
like,
I
what's it called?
think I actually learned about that from like Eliza's Instagram or something.
sounds
She's
about
very
right.
informative with
She
facts.
is.
But there were
'cause I
stories in like
learned when Google
legitimate news
things.
sources.
But it's kind of like, what's the thing?
It's like the
Phenamine.
police say he was on bath salts, and then nobody like verifies, or just
Oh,
like
okay.
verify it. You know?
Mm.
Fentanyl. It's like that.
Fentanyl.
Yeah.
Different
Yeah.
thing with fentanyl, how they're
Yeah.
Also,
acting
don't
like,
do fentanyl.
Well, but fentanyl
Well,
is like
You
actually
might not know
dangerous.
it.
yeah,
But
Right,
it's
but
not-
it's
the
it's
whole
not-
crisis
that
of
one's
fentanyl.
legit.
Right. It's not as pervasive as like, or it's not
But
like
yeah.
actually in people's Halloween candy, for instance.
Right. It's not in
No.
Halloween candy.
Right.
Or like when they'd had like the razor blades and candy.
Right. Right.
Well, there's still your Halloween candy is fine. I think it was people
Cops
doing bath salts on
cops
purpose.
aren't like breathing it in and instantly dropping dead. Like a lot
Right,
of that
right.
stuff is just
Mm.
you know.
Right.
Fake news.
Yeah.
That's what
Um,
Eliza's been talking all about that.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Thankfully, she keeps us all informed.
I'm glad that we played the Florida Man game. That wasn't even our feedback that we had gotten.
I know. I'm just full of fun games. For the Quattro. But Alice, did you have a nice birthday though?
Yeah, I did. It was
Good.
it was good. It was kind of low key, but it was nice. And
That's what happens
Well,
when you're
yeah.
getting solidly into your 30s.
Paul's birthday is like 8 days before mine, so we've had just like a billion birthday celebrations now. Like dinner with both of our families twice, dinner with like extended family once, and then like one with a couple of friends. And so it's been a lot of it's been the birthday week. So
Mhm.
that was fun.
But the nice thing about Alice and Paul's relationship is that since Paul's birthday is April 25th and Alice's is May 3rd, they have a great deal that Paul
Yeah.
gets to celebrate his birthday. Well, why don't you share? it?
We each get to celebrate our birthday until the next person's birthday. So
Oh.
he gets to celebrate from April 25th to May 3rd, and then I get to celebrate from May 3rd to April 25th.
I love this.
Isn't that a great rule?
That is a spectacular rule.
It works out well.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I like how when we started explaining it, you always were all like, "Oh, that is a good rule." And you realize,
You have to think about, would it work with like you and your partners? Does it benefit you or not?
It does not, because
Benefits
I'm
me.
February 8th and Jay is March 27th.
Oh yeah, see, Jay's gonna win.
Oh, right.
Jay
We
would
have
win.
the same birthday. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
So you guys just get
Yeah.
to celebrate in perpetuity.
right.
Yeah. it's just always
Well, who was
partying.
born? Who was born first? What time?
Ooh.
I think he was born first.
Oh, so
Ah,
I
we're
was
perfect.
born
Yeah,
at
well,
8
for
o'clock at
you.
night.
so
and I
he
think
gets to
he's
celebrate for a couple hours, and then you
Right.
get to celebrate for the rest of the year.
Exactly.
I like this.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What do you guys think of Survivor so far this season?
Well, I will say I didn't get to watch last night, but I did get spoiled. So if you want to talk about it, that's fine.
Post merge, been a big fan. I was kind of not a
Yeah.
super big fan pre merge. Well, I was enjoying it, but I was like bummed by the boot order.
Yeah.
But it has some really fun characters.
I like
was,
the cast this season.
Yeah. I was bummed by Franny going. Sorry for the
Yeah.
spoiler, Alice.
Franny
Well, I got
reminds
spoiled
me
by you.
so much of
accidentally-
you.
Originally, because I accidentally opened Twitter last
Oh.
night. Like
Yeah.
it's
You
fine.
saw
It's
you saw that
my
she
own
mothered
fault.
too close to the sun.
Yeah, that I was
She
like,
mothered
oh,
too
she must have
close.
gotten out. That's
My
fine.
bad.
I don't care. I'm enjoying it, but I'm not as like sucked into it as sometimes. So
I agree, but I do like the characters, even though
I
we
love
haven't really
Carolyn.
seen.
She's
Carolyn's
there's
the
a
best.
couple of really good characters, and then a lot of them to me are a little bit boring.
Yeah,
Like there's a couple real good standouts,
for sure.
Right.
but
I do not like Carson.
Oh, I like Carson.
I-
we sat behind him at
We
the
did.
or
Okay.
adjacent to him.
He probably is fine, but I just feel like he's like the show loves him so much, and I guess
That
that's how
gets-
people
that
would
gets
say about
old.
Carolyn too. But it's kind of like Cochran, like where it's like, just do we have to hear from Carson about everything? Like
Hmm.
it kind of feels like
Yeah.
oversaturated with
Like,
his content.
is he gonna win?
I don't know. I don't want him to.
Yeah, that would be kind of disappointing. I'm fine with him, but
last
Yeah.
week I said if Carolyn, Jam Jam, or Franny wins, which obviously now that's done,
I
but
know.
if one of the three of them won,
Yeah.
I think it'd be a pretty good season. If somebody
Mhm.
else wins, I don't think I'm gonna really care for
Yeah.
the season.
If
Yeah.
Danny wins, I'm gonna be so pissed because
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
we can't
Yeah.
have be the MAGA
No.
streak again.
Right,
I'll say it.
No kidding.
Exactly. And yeah, I think I do really like Heidi more and more. So it would be random.
Well,
if
she's
she won,
my
though.
pick in the family random draw
See?
pool.
Oh.
So I would at least finally win that, which I've never won before.
I know we're barely we see her, but we don't see her like I don't know. Maybe we do see the post 41 and beyond winners edit in Heidi, where
Yeah.
they're like, she's
Right.
Yeah,
here.
almost
Let's
kinda
go
like a
focus on
Erica.
everybody else.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's probably the kind of edit that she would get
Right.
if
Yeah.
she won. Unfortunately,
I love Carolyn so much.
she's pretty
um,
entertaining for sure.
I talk about this like every week, but like I truly mean it. Like she has seriously made me feel like the weirdos of the world like me can be accepted. And I'm like suddenly like, oh my
Beautiful,
god,
yeah.
I've been suppressing myself since my kids were born, so I wouldn't be weird for them, but I miss weird says random things, Colleen.
No, I think that's
She's
a really
great.
she's really like, we haven't really had someone like her to so like
Yeah.
kooky, but also like able
Smart.
to like have self-awareness too. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
No, she's really smart. She's really like inspirational for sure.
If she
Yeah.
won, it would be awesome. I would
Yes.
think then the season
Yes.
would go way up in my books. I
Yes.
I hope that she does. But
I do too. I don't know if we're
Yeah.
seeing that, but I don't know. They started the season on a random outtake of them asking her a question, which was out of nowhere. So I feel like that bodes
Right.
well in like
That's
the
true.
winner's edit point.
Yeah, I do feel like Jam Jam's had a pretty good edit as well.
Yes, and we don't even really see what Jam Jam is doing. He's just there.
Right.
Like,
We just always
being
hear
loud.
from him. Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
him, but like, Carson and Carolyn, I feel like are playing bigger games, or we're seeing more of their game and what they're
Right.
thinking than we do with Jam Jam. Except,
Ugh.
his whole like, you vote for me. I want Cersei
we get
to
to
know.
the
is
end
he
and
in
it's
that-
Carson, Carson, Carolyn, and Jam Jam, and Carson wins. That would be a big
Yeah.
negative for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I think, if Carolyn can get to the end, she has a huge stand on the jury now.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And everyone seems to like Franny, so maybe they would listen to her.
Honestly, if Danny doesn't win, then I'm good with the season. I don't really want
Like-
Carson. I don't really
like-
want Carson to win either, but like any other winner, like
Right? We've heard Lauren say maybe 10 sentences the entire season, but I'm okay with her winning
Yep,
over Jamie.
same.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a teacher. Go get it, girl. Get that.
I know
Right.
$1
some of these
million.
people are massively under edited.
Yeah.
It
That's
is.
always
There's
so
quite a few of
frustrating.
them. So
no,
they're
we're down to
prob-
final 7, and it's like Lauren and I mean even Heidi like don't
and
really know that much.
Jamie.
Oh yeah, Jamie. Well, Jamie's edited is very.
She gives her own
she's
dodo
the
music.
clown edit. Yeah.
Yeah, the clown music.
Yeah, but at time, I mean, there's been episodes where she wasn't in it at all.
Right. True.
Yeah.
but
yeah.
barely. I feel like I didn't really know who she was until like week 5. But
I
Yeah, it
definitely
took me a
get
while.
like boot or not boot. Like 0 vote finalist vibes from Jamie.
I get 0 vote
Mm.
finals vibes from her too.
Because she's almost like the Nora more so than Carolyn, like because she doesn't have any self-awareness
Right.
of her. I mean, not saying she's not self-aware at all, but like in the game, she doesn't seem to have self-awareness.
My favorite thing about last night's episode is when she's up there giving a confessional about how she's devastated, losing the idols, the worst thing that could happen to her game. And I'm like, girl, it was fake. You didn't
I
know it.
know.
Trust me.
I
You
know.
saved
Every-
everyone
everything-
from
You're
laughing
fine.
at you.
Everything she says, like she says everything wrong, and she's like has this big grin on her face while she's
I
saying
know.
it.
I know.
Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry, Amanda. You're like, oh my God, I could take a nap right now with my eyes open and nobody would know. Because it's
and
Survivor
she is.
Talk.
That's what
Maybe
she's
I am.
doing.
Maybe I am.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Oh my God. And then I guess while we're catching up, all right, I am way behind on like podcasts that aren't like, The Daily or Crooked Media or whatever. And I've had to stop listening to like current events podcasts lately because
Yeah.
every
too much.
single one gives me a
Oh.
heart attack. Like I tried to
much.
listen to the Daily episode from the other day with talking about Dianne Feinstein, and I was like, I know what she's doing. I'm on Twitter. I read news articles, and I can't listen to them talk about it. So I started listening, and I know I'm 3 years behind on this to the Murdoch Murders podcast. Does anybody else? listen to
Oh, I watched the
No.
show.
One
I
of
There's
my
wanna
two.
listen
coworkers
to-
Which
was talking
one?
about it.
I've just
one that was
was
on
reading about
Netflix?
it when the trial was happening recently, but yeah, I haven't.
Yeah,
listened to-
Frank and I
None of them
watched.
is at all.
I think the one that was on Netflix. It's like
Okay,
5
because there's an
episodes or something.
HBO and a Netflix one, I think.
Oh man, I didn't realize there was 2.
So it's kind of
crazy.
wild, the whole story in general, but also like on one hand, you're like, damn, like how could this be real life? But then like when you think about like things that we hear about like powerful people and like stuff that comes out, and you're like, oh yeah, this is real life. This person just got caught in real time by
Mhm.
so this woman is like the investigative journalist on the local newspaper, like like the Town Gazette kind of thing, right? It's a very small town newspaper. She randomly she and somebody else get assigned to cover the boating accident that the Alec Murdaugh's son was in, that he was driving the boat and killed someone. And they discover some like inaccuracies between testimony between the witnesses and what's in the police report, and they start pulling on threads, and they end up like uncovering this massive conspiracy. And like so it starts in like May 2021. I'm in December 2021, and they're already up to, as a result of her investigations, they're already up to like 9 grand jury indictments and like 9 or 7 different open investigations into felonies on him, and they haven't even gotten to the murder stuff yet. So
Wow.
Oh my
it's
God.
nuts. And
That's
it's
crazy.
great because each episode is short. They're like, between 20 and 30 minutes. And they have a gazillion advertisements, so you're skipping through a lot. So it's not even the full 20, 30 minutes.
Even better.
Yep. Less story.
I don't
But,
think our
like-
listeners skip through our ads.
Never.
Never.
Nope.
I'll listen to ad reads sometimes because I think they're fun.
Occasionally, yeah.
It's more just
But
when my
the-
phone's not near me to
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
skip ahead. It's just like, I've wandered off with my AirPods.
Exactly.
And I'm like, well, okay. Guess
Well,
I'm
I-
listening to this Casper ad again.
I spent Tuesday and Wednesday afternoon, both afternoons, cleaning out the garage to snake proof it, or at least make snakes
Uh,
more less friendly to
as
snakes.
one does.
As one does. And that's how I caught up on like 6 or 7 of them in a row.
Nice.
But
Nice.
Wait, Shandy, how far away do you live from Colleen?
Like an hour and 20 minutes.
So are
Yeah.
snakes near you too?
Yes.
I don't think I can come visit then.
There's snakes near you too, Alice.
Yeah, but not like in my backyard.
Yeah,
I mean,
the snakes
like-
you know versus the snakes you don't, you know.
Yeah. A rattlesnake, that's one thing.
Yeah.
I just
You can hear that sucker coming.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, mostly it worries me for Gabby. That's about it.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really
But-
jazzed about that, but
What about Lena?
she's only indoor right now.
Oh, okay.
She's so small.
Oh.
Aw.
Yeah. And she has been spayed now, so she in theory could go up, but she's still like 8 or 9 months old and like not fully grown
Yeah.
and just very small. She's gonna get
Was
snatched
Gabby-
up by an eagle. or
Was
something.
Gabby outdoor when you were in California?
Gabby was indoor only for the first 3 years of her life, but she wanted to go outside
Oh.
so fucking bad that finally we were just
Oh,
like,
okay.
okay.
Yeah, because I didn't realize that she was outdoor. Or indoor,
Yeah.
outdoor.
Yeah, we converted her to indoor outdoor. I think it was like 2019 or something. It was shortly before the pandemic. And then the pandemic hit and it was like, oh, now you get to go out all the time because we're here all the time.
So how do you train
Yeah.
domesticated like a indoor cat to become both?
Well, she knows where she eats. I mean, she still like sometimes kills animals, but she doesn't like eat them. She knows where her food is. She's actually really good about it. I have this theory, and I don't know, maybe I just like I'm probably making things up and like personifying her a little bit too much, but I sort of like I feel like because we wouldn't let her out in the beginning, she's like, I don't know, she's like good with coming home. Again, that's
Aw.
just me in my head. But she's
How
She
really
long
knows,
is
good.
she
usually-
knows it's a privilege and she's not going to squander it.
Yeah.
How long is she usually out for? Like at a time?
Depends. Sometimes not very long, sometimes like an hour, sometimes 2 hours. Then she'll like come back and like eat, and then
But
sometimes
if you're
go back
like at
outside.
work, is she always inside?
No,
or-
yeah. We only let her outside when we're here.
Okay.
Mm.
I always have stress dreams that I'm living in a house with a yard and whatever cat is in my life like gets out. It's not usually like even William, but like
Yeah.
and then they like make a mad dash for it and I have to like
Well, our cats used to kind
But
of
they
sometimes
don't
do
want
that.
to leave.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
they don't
well-
want to like leave long term.
Right.
You know, they
Just
have their
wanna
territory. They know it's their territory. So
My
she
cats are
do we-
too
do we
soft to
know
be
this,
outdoor
though?
cats.
like
They couldn't handle it.
we
They're
actually got her a
terrified of everything.
GPS on her collar.
Smart.
Smart.
Like a few months ago, and there's like an app, and so now we can see like where she goes, which is super fascinating. And you can see like she has like her territory. She doesn't stray too far. Every now and then she'll go a little bit far, and like if we need to like leave and she's hasn't come back yet, it's kind of it kind of comes in handy because then we can just like drive
Right.
You know, a couple streets
Yeah,
over to
figure out
where she is.
is. Yeah.
Figure out. We've done that a few times. We just it's gonna be so weird for her because we just like show up in the car like, hey Gabby, come on.
Aw.
It's like, oh, my parents are here. I gotta go.
Embarrassing.
She's like, Mom, I'm
So
trying to make
bad.
new friends in my new neighborhood.
So speaking of cats in the neighborhood, on my birthday celebration night with Paul's family, which was
Yeah.
May 2nd, we were over at their house and we were eating on the back porch, and this cat just like came running into their yard,
Oh, I
Came-
saw that on Facebook.
running up to the porch, just like beelined it straight for the porch. And like Paul's parents are not cat people.
Right.
His mom's really allergic. And then his
Oh, this
dad
poor
like
cat.
likes cats more than he lets on, but like he doesn't really want them near his
He's not
house.
really unnatural
Mhm.
with them
So he-
either.
Usually he like
Gotcha.
I guess yells at cats to leave the yard and stuff, but then everybody was like, "It's Alice's birthday. You have to be nice to the cats. You can't yell at them." So Jeff's like, he's like trying to resist like yelling at this cat. So I like picked up the cat. I'm like, it's paining me to try to take the cat away. Like I didn't want the cat there because I knew it was stressing them out. So I like take the cat to the edge of the yard, just beelines back to the porch. So then Erin, our future sister-in-law, picks up the cat. Same thing, like takes it to the edge of the yard. The cat beelines back. 3 times we did this. The cat like was insistent to be on the porch. Ends up on the porch for the entire evening. And after
It's only with your birthday.
It was like
She
20
wanted to
seconds.
celebrate.
it's like 20 seconds that the cat's been on the porch like for the final time, and Jeff's like, "Guess we better get out some cat food." which they didn't
Well,
have
that's
any.
how it comes
I was
back.
gonna say, do they have
Right,
cat
now-
food?
No,
now
he's like,
that-
I guess we better get some cat food to feed it. And we're like, okay, well, yeah. Anyway, so the cat's up there hanging out with us. And then like we got home and Paul's mom sends us this like text. She's like, the cat is rolling on top of the hot tub, like on the cover.
I love this cat.
No idea what, and kept on trying to run into the house too. And it didn't look like it was homeless. Like it was very like a lot softer than like stray cats that I've seen.
Right, right.
So softer and like didn't seem like underweight or anything. Anyway, fast forward to the next day, my birthday. Paul's mom texts us and she's like, we found the owner. We're reuniting. He's been missing for 2 weeks.
Oh,
And he had wandered away from home, like from quite far away.
Oh no!
Yeah,
my
so I was like, well,
God.
thank you for reuniting the cat. That was a birthday present to me.
Yes,
it
the
turned out it
owners
was like
must have been so
A
happy.
friend that they had or something, right?
Well, they had some sort of mutual connection. Yeah.
That's
Well,
wild.
I guess that's
Wow.
pretty typical in Billings to have some
Yeah.
sort of mutual
But
connection.
also then I was a little skeptical because I went and I looked at her post in the Lost Pets page. And
Okay.
the picture
I was going to
she
ask
had,
how they find it. Yeah.
the
Right.
picture she
Yeah.
had posted was like not very good. It was like really blurry and you see that it was just an all black cat.
Yeah.
So like
Mm.
to me, then there's a lot of cats that could potentially look like that, especially
Yes.
with the photo that was posted.
yeah.
So then somebody on the page was like, could it be this cat who's missing? And they like linked it and they didn't really look that much alike to me.
Oh,
And so I was like,
no.
I really hope that that's the right cat. And the other thing is the one unique thing about this cat is that it had a bent tail. Like the tip of the tail must have been broken at some point.
Mm.
So
the
it was like
stray one, not the one.
the
that was-
one that,
okay.
yeah. So
Okay.
I was like, and she didn't mention that in the post. So I was like, because I don't think she realized it or whatever. So, but I was like, that's like the only distinguishing feature of this cat. And it wasn't
Aw.
mentioned. So are we sure that this is the right cat? And,
Mm.
but yeah, apparently the owners came and they're like, yeah, we were missing him. And they have a toddler who was just upset and so happy to
Aw.
get his cat back.
Well,
So
what a happy ending.
yeah. Anyway, it's kind of a weird, like the cat, I'm like, for that cat to be so friendly to us, I wonder how many other people he tried to send out a plea
Yeah,
to.
that's right.
Will you be my family?
Yeah.
Can I just stay here? This hot tub seems pretty sweet. That is the cutest thing I have ever heard.
That
Yeah.
is really adorable.
So that was a birthday adventure for me.
Aw.
With a happy
Did you guys?
ending.
Did you give it a name or anything, or was that too much?
Well, I named the cat. I thought it was a girl, so I said her name was Catherine, but she goes by Kitty. And
Oh,
then,
Oh, clever.
And then Darren, Paul's brother, said that his name was Jesus. And then it turns out the cat's real name was Nico. And then Darren's like, I like Jesus better.
oh my god.
Wow.
So the people that like when they saw it, they were like, "Oh, this is 100% our cat."
I hope so. I wasn't there for the reunification.
We're just gonna go with that, or that's
Yeah.
what we
It was
assume
like
happened.
the friendliest cat, just
Right away.
rolling around, purring, like throwing himself on us, like wanted to sit in our laps and stuff. But it was a little tough because I had to kind of rein it in, my cat craziness a little bit in front of Paul's parents because they don't really love that.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But the rest of us are all cat people, so we were all happy. But yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Oh, good story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just realized I did not explain what this episode was about when we started.
Perfect timing to do it now.
Perfect timing to do it now. So essentially, we are doing 2 shorter episodes, and they will be episodes 742 and 743. So we are going to start to wind down this episode, but I have something fun for us to take out. Are you guys ready?
Oh,
Let's do
good.
it.
Yes, please.
Okay, now this isn't so much a whatever thing. It's more, I saw this on Twitter like a week ago or something and was just like, this can't be real. Oh, okay, it was from Sunday, not that long ago. I just thought we could make fun of it.
Oh, that's great.
Sounds
All
great.
right, so some dude, some chick named Iron Femme Ingrid, which Ingrid Pauline is the handle, said, "Ladies, your husband should never see you Ready? Poop, pop zits, pluck hair
Oh,
on
I
your
saw
face
this.
and eyebrow, right? Do a face mask, wax your bikini line, see you in an outfit that would be you'd be embarrassed to be seen in by anyone else, and a bunch of other gross, fundamentally human stuff. I fail all of these things.
Yeah.
Except the bikini wax part. Like, who does it themselves? Like,
That's a good point.
That is a challenge I'm not capable of taking on.
Yeah.
That's true. I've never self-waxed the bikini
Yeah.
line.
Yeah, no, thank you.
And I don't think
I've never
waxed-
self-waxed, and I certainly don't wax anymore at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I've
I haven't and I don't plan to.
Oh my goodness. My waxer retired, guys. It's been so long since I had a bikini wax. I reached out today to schedule one for like my family beach vacation coming up, and she's like, I retired. I was like, well, crap.
Well, okay, so I'm listening to an audiobook right now, which Alice has also read before. Maybe you guys have read Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine.
Yes, very good book. Enjoyed it.
Really enjoying it. But there's this scene where basically she's a very like quirky person, maybe on the spectrum. I'm not sure what her diagnosis is exactly, but she decides she wants to like improve herself, and become more like feminine, quote unquote, and so she makes an appointment to get a bikini wax, which she like doesn't really even understand what it is. And then she's in like the person who's like giving her bikini wax is like, which one would you like, the Hollywood, the like three different kinds, and she's like, I guess Hollywood then, and then she just like looks down at herself and she's like, this is not what I wanted. So that's about my extent of experience with bikini wax. Listening to the audiobook about that experience.
Yeah,
I just don't understand these people who like you live with somebody. Aren't you going to just like
be yourself?
What are you going to do? Like get dressed in the bathroom for the rest of your life?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, right.
It's weird.
I mean,
very weird.
I always think that I do think that's funny. I mean, understand if I don't know if you're raised with a sense of
propriety.
Not your decorum, I feel like it's like a
different
but like
you're raised in the 1950s.
Yeah.
Right.
But also, like I'm not. Right, I don't advocate for like taking a shit with the door open, but like, you know, if you got a toot.
Yeah. You know what? Sometimes you have to leave the door open. When you have small children, you need to keep an ear out. So
that's a very good point.
The door.
Well, shit. Shandy just
how many great signs did you buy, Shandy? How many signs are back there?
Hold on, Shandy.
I haven't put them up yet.
I have to screen cap this. Move your hand from the other. Your hand is covering the word again.
You're covering one of them.
Did Martha even see them yet?
I saw them.
Okay, everybody's gonna be on camera, so look up, look down, scooch this way. There we go. Okay, go. Okay.
My friend lives with her sister, and they have a half bath in their house, and in the half bath there's like a big sign, which I feel like Shandy, or actually everybody here except for Alice, I feel like would think is really funny. No, it's not. It's my friend's sister's sign, and my friend always is like, oh, that's Sarah's. Like she's like, she doesn't think it's funny. But it says like in cursive, it says get naked, and then it says, just kidding, this is a half bath, don't make it weird.
Oh, I've seen that. That's so funny.
So my friend who's house, and she's always like, that is not mine, that's Sarah's.
Oh my god, I wish it was mine. I wish I had a half bath just to have that piece of art in my house. It's amazing.
That's great.
5 stars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell Sarah that she has 3 fans of her wall art, and I know Alice is smiling politely, but it would never hang that in her house.
Yeah, I mean that's some people's humor. It's not. I wouldn't hang it in my house. You're right, but it's funny.
I love the take on, because like when we were visiting houses last year, definitely in some of them like that was like a thing that you would see, like, oh, like get naked, or like naked, you know, for like you're in the bathroom. It was like I don't necessarily need a sign to like tell me that I'm in the place where I get naked. So I extra appreciate the. It's very funny.
I get naked wherever I want, okay? And I need a sign to grant me permission.
As long as your husband doesn't see you.
Well, yes, exactly.
Anytime I do a face mask, it freaks my children out so much.
I haven't really done very many face masks.
I did a face mask the other day.
I always feel
like
like
it's
it's going to
love
make my
face
skin
masks.
worse.
Well,
Oh,
I don't
love
do
them.
I don't do the
It
like
can.
ones that you put on yourself. I just get the ones that you like just like hang on your
Yeah,
face.
I do
the
I
3 in
don't.
1s, right? Where you
They
just kinda,
feel
like,
they're basically just like washing your face. Like it just feels really nice. It's very
I've done
cooling.
well, I think you guys. I think I made. Did I do one on or broadcast or on
Oh
a
yeah, I
tribe?
think I've seen
This
pictures
sounds vaguely
of you.
familiar.
Yeah.
This is
For a
like when I
while
was
we were
in my
doing the ones with
townhouse
like
still.
the clay.
Yeah, I did the
and then
clay
it, like,
one.
takes
I've done
everything
yeah.
off with it, and it's like
I've
yes.
done those a couple of times, but I really just like putting the masks on, especially the Sephora Rose one.
Yes, the
feel like it
Sephora
makes-
one's so good.
Oh, it makes my skin so bright, and I feel like I could take 1,000 pictures and have no dark circles for like 2
Maybe
hours.
I better
after
start trying that out.
Well,
now that
I
I'm
just-
33.
See, it's kind of like I don't.
that. Hey, Club 33.
Yeah, I just feel like it's kind of like putting cucumbers over your eyes. It just like
Yes.
feels really relaxing. Like it just
Yes.
really like calms you down. But yeah, I had a face mask on the other day, and my boyfriend did not think it looked nice, so he was very scared of me. So
I didn't like it either. She sent me a
Ale-
photo. She looked like
I
that.
thought I looked stunningly beautiful.
You looked like that Silence of the Lambs thing.
Wow, a Silence of the Lambs reference from Alice.
Yeah.
She
From
knows
my
movies really
minimal,
well.
not my limited knowledge of it.
my
I
God.
can't hear you. I'm trying to enjoy myself.
I think Alice is actually referencing Dwight when he does the Silence of the
Yeah,
Lambs thing.
well, yeah.
Zachary had a pimple on his. It was like an ingrown hair pimple, but there was still pus in it.
Mhm.
Oh, I wanted to pop it so bad. I
Okay,
was
that's another
so-
thing. Is
Okay,
like,
well,
I
your
literally-
husband should
hard.
never see you pop a zit, Colleen. Have
I
you
never-
heard that?
This is maybe gonna sound weird, but I literally don't even know what it means to pop a zit. I've
Yeah,
never
I don't
done that.
either, actually.
This is the woman
Oh,
with perfect skin.
Yeah, Alice
Yeah.
and I were
Oh.
blessed
No,
with very clear
I
skin.
do get pimples, but I don't know. Like, I don't know how to pimp it. How to pimp it. How to pop
Pimp
it.
that pimple.
Yeah.
Pimp
The
that
only
zit.
reason I know,
That-
the only reason I know is that last summer I was one of my good friends Steven was staying with me, and he has this like tool that he uses to pop pimples, and he like asked me to pop one on his back for him.
Well,
What kind
I have a couple of
tool?
tools also.
Yeah, it's called
Yeah,
Two
yeah,
Clean
No,
Fingers.
he had like this like it came in like his shaving kit, I think. And it's like a
Oh.
metal like
I just
Yes!
like what a
Yeah.
dermatologist uses.
yeah. And I was like, I am not digging. And he like had me like dig into his back with him, and he's like, yes, it feels so
Does he-
good.
Does he have the manscaping thing, that
Maybe.
little brown thing? Because that's what Jay has in it. It's all those random tools in it.
Yeah.
He got it from like he listened to a podcast ad and said he bought it.
He was like, just keep digging until pus comes out. I was like,
I guess I just have. I don't know. I've never understood what that means.
I pity you.
Not yourself,
There is
Yeah, it's pretty satisfying.
it is so
It is pretty
so
satisfying.
cathartic to have a pimple.
Yeah.
Alice
But
and
I mean, I'd find my catharsis somewhere else if I could.
Yeah, right.
like, I'd be fine. I'd be fine with not.
Alice and I really have been. That's like the one blessing our parents gave us is
Good
fairly
skin.
clear skin. Yeah. So
Yeah.
no, I'm just kidding. Not to sound ungrateful. I meant genetically.
That's enviable. I'm
It was
like,
assumed.
it's like, are the zits gonna end someday? No,
Yeah.
probably
I
not.
remember. I can't remember if I said this in the podcast before, but I remember being a teenager and like having like a lot more zits than now, obviously. But
Yeah.
thinking like oh, this sucks, but like I just can't wait until I'm 18. I just have to make it till I'm 18. And then I was 18, and it was like I just have to wait
Yeah.
till I'm a real adult. And then
Why
you're
was
like
that
25.
propaganda? That was like
No,
propaganda. I feel
Yeah.
Everybody
No,
was
it
like,
doesn't
it's
actually
over when.
stop.
I mean,
Yeah.
like my friends
Your
who had acne
hormones
were always like,
balance
yeah,
out,
once I'm done with puberty, I'm like, well, is that
Yeah.
how it's gonna work?
No, that's not how it works. And 18 is not a magic switch. And
Right.
yeah.
At least I will say this: my back knee cleared up by the time I was, in my early 20s, and it was
Oh.
pretty bad. So I was very
Oh.
grateful. I was like, I will take any face pimple that I can cover, but the back knee was a
Sounds
sore
painful.
subject when I was a teenager because it was bad.
Yeah.
That
that's
sounds.
fair.
Yeah. I was blessed to not have that, but
Yeah.
it does not sound comfortable.
Yeah, that was my one thing. But I get this same pimple like right here every time I'm in
Yeah.
my cycle. Like
I
the
have a couple
It
of.
just
I have a
flares
couple of
up every
spots.
month.
Not always it's
Couple of
always my
spots.
chin. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
weird how it's just so weird.
It's like just a couple of pores that are like just fuck you until
Yeah. They're just
Until
like
you
not
die.
up for
Yeah.
the challenge.
no, yeah.
They're like, oh, dirt. Oh,
Or just like, oh, you're excited about something?
Yeah, right.
Let me give you a couple
you have
of
a big
juicy
event coming
ones.
up.
Yeah.
Got somewhere there's going to be nice pictures. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me go grab my purse.
Oh my God. Okay, before we go, I meant to ask you guys this. We were talking about Survivor and I wrote it down and I forgot. Have you heard the theory where people were blaming Rudy on Donald Trump? Or Donald Trump on Rudy?
I have
No.
not heard that.
No.
Huh?
So okay, hold on.
When did Rudy
Oh my
die?
God.
Wait,
Rudy
are we
died.
still talking about Survivor? Or
yes,
are we
we
talking
went
about
back because
Giuliani?
I
Wait, yeah,
brought
which-
up
different Rudy.
Survivor contestant
Oh.
named Rudy from the first
I
season.
brought up
You're
Survivor
talking about Rudy
before.
Giuliani?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, we're talking about Rudy from Survivor season 1.
But that makes sense. When did
Okay,
he die
okay.
again?
Oh, it was like pre-pandemic, right?
I think
Yeah,
so.
it was like in
because did he vote for Trump? Was he alive to have voted for Trump?
No,
Did
no,
he
no.
have vote-
This
I
has
think he
nothing
was
to do
alive
with
to have
that.
voted for Trump.
But
I
I
feel
don't
like
think
he
he
died
did.
in like
2019, November 1st, 2019.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is why I brought up Survivor before, because I wanted to transition into this and I forgot. So real quick,
Oh, okay.
I had seen there was a thing. It was a Ask Reddit or something, and it was the dumbest way a huge turning point in history began, and had all your usual like Anthony Weiner sexting led to the Comey letter to reopen the Hillary investigation, which led to Trump being elected. But then somebody like countered that and was like, actually, you can trace it back to Rudy losing the final challenge on season 1 of Survivor. Because if he wins, that might not have brought, like, the show might not have been successful. And if the show isn't successful, then Mark Burnett can't get to The Apprentice. And if we don't have The Apprentice, we don't have Donald Trump.
See,
Oh my
then,
God.
in that case, blame Kelly Wigglesworth, because if Kelly Wigglesworth could have done a better final tribal performance than the show. Also, if Rudy had won, I think that the show still would have been.
I feel like that would have gotten a big following.
Yeah.
People loved Rudy.
I guess.
Yeah,
No,
they
he was
did.
like the fan favorite.
I didn't watch Survivor back then.
Yeah, I just
Well,
know
neither
from
did
Paul.
Alice.
No, I mean, but I know the history.
No, I know, but I feel like everybody loves Rudy. Like,
Yeah,
I think if
exactly,
Rudy had
that's why-
won-
Yeah, but do they love him in like a way that they're like,
I don't
oh
think people
wow,
really
this
liked
Richard
as
Hatch
much.
dude won because
Yeah,
he's
I mean, people.
conniving, or did they like him in like a Rupert way? They were
Like,
like, oh, this silly,
Yeah,
stupid
I mean,
old man.
people claim that the reason Survivor continued was because Richard Hatch won, but really, are we going to give Richard Hatch that much power? Like, I think that it was the concept more so than it was the winner. Like, I think.
I think if it would
And they
have been,
would've got
it
there
would have been
eventually.
successful
Yeah.
enough to like last a few seasons, and then at that
Right.
point, somebody would have figured out strategy.
Right.
Yeah.
One can
By
hope.
season
Just 'cause-
2, people
Just
would
because
figure out
Richard was
strategy.
rewarded, like, doesn't mean that there wouldn't have been somebody down the line. Like, I'm glad Richard won, like, for what like the show became, but like, I think that like we could have had like a low strategy season where a low strategy
Yeah.
winner won, because that
Right.
happens later on
No,
too,
it-
and then
right,
it
it's not
still
like
could have
every
been
single
somebody.
season has always
Right.
had like
Right.
intense strategy.
Right.
You mean the last 4 seasons?
Marianne was a good strategist.
She was a good strategist, but
It's great.
we'll leave it at that. I like Marianne. She's the clear-cut best winner out of the 3 that we've had in the modern era.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Erica just was edited poorly. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe
that
there's
is
something
not her
there.
fault. I feel like that's 100% on the Survivor editors.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right, so that's where we will wrap this up for this week. Join us again next week while Shandy is still parading around France drinking champagne in Champagne and
Drinking actual champagne.
actual champagne. Or is that the Italian way of saying it? How do
That was pretty good. Champagne.
Okay.
Champagne?
There we go. So then is the region also called Champagne region or
And that's why the drink is called champagne, because the region is called champagne.
And if you drink champagne from somewhere else, it's not really champagne.
it's yes.
Exactly.
Right, Shandy?
But Cook's is the
Correct.
best brand, right, Shandy?
Yeah, the best thing ever was when Shandy had her going away party when she was moving from Missoula. Or was that the party? Or maybe it was New Year's Eve party.
It was
said,
both.
everybody
both,
bring a
yeah.
bottle of champagne. no cooks allowed.
What about Andres?
Yeah, that was not allowed either.
No, yeah.
And at the
You're
time, I had no idea what that even meant. I was just like, oh, okay.
And for meanwhile, Martha's in 9th grade, so
Yeah.
I think she was. Maybe 10.
Yeah, not trying to be a snob, but like,
But you're not trying, but it's just
sometimes it just slips out.
well, but if you're gonna spend $6 or $7 for a bottle of Cooks, then spend an extra $2 and get something that's actually drinkable.
Look, Shandy, not all of us are made of money.
Well, now there's a big difference because the nicer champagnes are like easily like between $17 and like $25.
Yeah, I like now.
Your Cooks is still $8.99.
Yeah,
I'm just
but
trying
you
to
can't
drink
get
some
through a
champagne.
glass.
Yeah, no.
Did I say it right, Shandy?
Champagne, yeah,
Champagne.
yeah.
Well,
Very good, very good.
Thank you.
While Shandy is
Good
doing
call.
that, we will be doing a feedback show. So stay tuned for that next week. Thank you all for listening this week. And yeah, any last words? Before we do this all again in like 5 minutes?
So much I want to say, but I'll hold back for now.
Okay. Write it down. See if you remember it in a few minutes.
Next week.
All right. Anyway, thank you, though. Thank you to the patrons, especially the ones that contribute a certain level. That'd be Eckhart Rigner, Maggie the Magnificent, Dwayne with the Plan, and the Creepy Poopy Mailman. If you have any feedback, you can send it to thebroadcasters3@gmail.com or give us a call 331-276-2373. When we come back on the 6th, I think that we're supposed to be talking about Yellow Jackets, but I don't know if that's
Oh dear.
That's
Oh
gonna be
no.
rough.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. We might
We
have
might
to push that.
Okay. Jinx, both of you.
Right. I like that was the phrasing you both used. No, nobody said like postpone or like just we might have to push that.
We can figure it out.
Okay, I'm very excited for it, but I just don't know when I would possibly watch it.
That's all right. You have to watch. You have
Download
to watch.
it for the plane.
No, you need to watch the Jury Duty and
I want to watch Jury Duty.
Yeah.
Jury Duty is
they're both
hilarious.
okay. So because clearly all of my devices are listening to us, I have seen commercials and stuff for both of those shows since we talked about them 2 days ago.
Ooh.
Well, I am a big James Marsden stan, so can't wait for Jury Duty. I mean,
You're
can't
gonna
wait till
love
I
it.
finally get around to watching Jury Duty.
And thankfully, they're all short. Like they're less than a half hour each, so it's perfect. It's perfect length. But all right,
Perfect.
I'm done, everybody. We'll see you soon. Thanks. My name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
I'm a Shandy. Sorry,
That's
I think I just said
Allison Martha.
I'm a Shandy.
I was waiting for Alex. I thought Alex said before me.
Because there's so many of us these days.
Apparently,
We're everywhere.
it's a crowded playing field.
All right, we'll see you. Bye.
Bye.